Real times Morphe palette, which I have right here. I really didn't have like too much of an inspiration for this look. I kind of want to do something that was a halo eye because I haven't done a halo eye in like a long time. And I want to try out that really pretty gold shade, which is called Queen, I believe, and some of the transition shades and some of the dark browns to see how well they actually blend using this palette. I will be doing a few more tutorials using this palette and probably be using this palette for quite a while. Side note though, this palette is already starting to get dirty. There's fingerprints on the sides and on the back. My makeup is dark and my foundation's dark, so some of the fingerprints from foundation and concealer did get on this palette a little bit. Just keep that in mind if you do purchase this palette. Now, if you want to try to keep it clean, I would say use like a makeup removing cloth and just kind of, you know, wipe it front to back a little bit just to keep it clean. I really like it. I like the colors. I think the colors are really nice in the palette. I think the shadows blend really well. I actually used one of the shadows foiled on the lid a little bit after I applied it dry, just in the center to intensify the gold color, and that really helped make the color like pop. If I continue to still like this palette after much more use. But so far so good, and stay tuned for the tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching.
Alrighty, so I'm starting out with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to apply this on the lid to make sure my eyeshadows don't crease. I'm going to blend that out. And now I'm taking the shade Pooter. No, wait. Pukey. These shades' names are crazy. So I'm using the shade Pukey, and I'm just applying this with a fluffy brush into the crease and begin blending this back and forth as my transition shade, so make sure everything blends out very nicely. Now I'm going into the shade Buns, and it's a really pretty shadow. I just wanted to see how well these colors build and blend together, and I'm applying this in the outer V and in the inner corners, blending back and forth. I really want to make sure my halo eye is nicely blended. And I feel like if I was to use a brush that was denser instead of using this fluffy brush, I would get a better color payoff, but I really do want to have like a wash of this color. Now I'm going to the shade Chip, and I'm applying that using a more dense fluffy brush. I'm just kind of poking that in the inner corner and outer corner of the eye. Again, I'm doing a halo eye for this look, so I really want to make sure everything's nicely blended, so I'm going back and forth in the crease with this shade. Just applying more and more, building the shade up. Now I'm going into the shade Roxanne, and I want to use this reddish brown shade in the crease to see how well it blends and how pigmented the shadow can be. I just kind of wanted to use it just to add a little bit of warmth to this look. Now I'm going in with my lid shade, and that is the shade Queen. And as you guys can see, this shade is Queen. This shade is nicely pigmented. I was thoroughly impressed with the application of this shadow. And I'm just using a dense, flat, fluffy brush to apply it on the lid, and it blends and applies the shadow so well. This brush is from Spectrum Collections. Not sponsored, just saying I love this brush. So I'm applying that on the lid till I get the amount of color payoff I want. And now I'm going back into the shade Buns, and I'm just running that along the lower lash line. I just want to build up that lower lash line area. Basically using all the same shades I used on the upper lid. Now I'm going into the shade Chip and applying that on the lower lash line as well. I just want to smoke it out, and then I'm going in and blending that out one more time using that shade Buns, just to make sure everything's nicely blended. And I'm going to apply Queen right in the center of my lower lash line, just like it is on the lid. Kind of to mirror that same effect that's going on the lid. Now I'm going into the shade Beam for my highlight. I'm using a fluffy brush. I like fluffy brushes to apply my highlight so it doesn't look so stark. And I know this shade's a little light, so I really wanted to see how well it looks applied sheerly, and it looks really, really nice. I love this shade. Now I decided to apply Queen again on my lid, but foiled this time. So I wet my brush a little bit and I use a smaller, denser, flatter brush to apply it. And oh my god, this shadow looks beautiful applied wet. It really intensifies. It looked great dry, but it looked so much better wet too. So I really like the shade wet. I think it looks amazing. And I just apply that in all the places I applied it dry, just to intensify it. Now I'm going in with my Tarte mascara. I think this was limited edition. I hope they still have it because I love this packaging. I mean, that's the only reason I really like this mascara. It's holographic and the packaging is amazing. But yeah, so for lashes, I'm using House of Lashes Bambi lashes. I love this style. It's very like, I don't want to say natural because it's not natural, but it is kind of natural. I love the like kind of spiky, wispy look. So beautiful. These are like my favorite style of lashes, for real. Okay, now that lashes are applied, time to go into lip liner. I'm using an Absolute lip liner. I got this from my local beauty supply store. This is in the shade Hot Cocoa. I love these liners. They're really pigmented and they last all day. And I love lining my lips. I like to get that perfect like pouty lip line. And now I'm going in with a MAC lipstick, and this is in Photo. And it's a really pretty chocolate brown. I love this. It's like my favorite summer nude. I just like that it's so pigmented and rich. And then on top of it, I'm going to use this nude gloss. It's just going to lighten the shade up a little bit and really give me some really nice glossy, pouty, well-defined lips. Love it. And now for blush, I'm using Sleek 3-in-1 blush. These are like my favorite blushes, by the way. And this is in the shade Flame. And I'm using Molten and Furnace. I'm blending those two shades together. And to set my face, I'm using the NYX Matte Finishing Spray. And now for highlight. I'm applying the Give Me Glow highlighter in Rose Gold Bouquet. I love highlighters from Give Me Glow. They're so foiled and like glossy and pigmented. Oh, so pretty. I love this shade. And now I'm just going to apply some bottom mascara. I love applying my mascara for my bottom lashes after I set my face, just to ensure that nothing smudges. And then we have the finished look, guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was to your liking. I really kind of like the Jaclyn Hill palette. I think the shadows are really nice that I've tried so far. I will be doing 2 or 3 more tutorials using these shadows, so just let me know if you like this one, if you want to see more. Don't forget to click that thumbs up. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. Every time you subscribe, I get a little bit of joy in my heart. And also, don't forget to hit that notifications button. That way you never miss a video that I make. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my previous uploads, and also you can see all the products listed in this video if you go to Kellster.com. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.